This video chart presentation of Unitek Global Services Inc. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker UNTK. This is a 3-month chart, but taking a look at a longer term, you actually see some pretty nice support right here around $1.05 in previous months as well. In addition to the support at that level that was seen in October, stock's kind of creeping upwards a little bit since then, closing Wednesday at $1.28 on a definite increase in volume up to 830,000 shares traded. And you can see in some previous days, stock looks like it's really tried to take on some buying pressure that caved in by the end of the day. Here at the ending part of last week, rising up over top of $1.40 before slipping right back down to this level around $1.20, and then again on Monday trying to push, but falling back into the close. That increase in volume on Wednesday, and the stock riding right above this 50-day moving average and the 20-day moving average as the Bollinger Bands have tightened up, is a reason to keep this on watch to see if it's going to push and try and hang on to some of those gains by the end of the day to make this a much stronger move off these bottom levels. Now it's at that point that we start to look at it a little bit more closely. MACD's been trending up, right now just below that key mark of breaking through zero. You can see it's been a very difficult place for it to move through. Just in general, TA, that zero mark is always a tough spot. That's why it's called breaking the money line if it happens, because it signals a shift in trend into bullishness. So that's something that we'll be looking at going forward. And you can see coming off this support level, slow stow's been moving upward, even broke through 50 here briefly, slipped back down, but it looks like it's going to drop another bullish cross now. So we'll be looking for that upward channel to continue and to see if this slow stow is going to break through and hold above 50 to show that bullish momentum is being sustained in the play. The money flow index definitely has a nice look, upward trend to it, holding the upper half of the indicator, even breaking through 80 now, showing that people are paying higher prices for the stock. Just a bullish look, and on any pullback, we want to see it hold over top of 50 to indicate that the price movement is likely to stay in an upward fashion. RSIs just edging upward slightly. Right now the 14 is at 55. Being over top of 50 indicates the momentum is bullish right now, but that's with keeping in mind that it's just barely over top of 50. We want to see this start to push a little bit higher, because you can see back through here, we start to see some real sharp price movement. The momentum really gets going, and certainly up at 70, breaking through 70. That's what momentum traders call being in the power zone, and that's what they like to see. Right now the upward trend though, and edging above 50, is something that just says keep an eye on me. Momentum might be building. I'll go ahead and note this support level right down around that area of $1.05. That's a pretty healthy pullback from the closing price of $1.28. But if the stock did start to take on some downward pressure, that's the level I'd want to see hold. I think it's notable it does pick a little bit more up around $1.20. It's not as clearly defined, but that is a support point, and it's been holding it in the short term as well. So for immediate intensive purposes, I'd have my eye on that spot with the thought that in the grander scheme of things, there is a stronger support beneath that. From a resistance level, I'd say it's kind of scattered through here once it gets up near $1.40, but that's the point coming off of this level that I'm looking for this stock to try and close above. Now it's about a 10% move from current levels, so that's really nothing to sneeze at from a gain standpoint, but the mentality of breaking through that resistance would be, if it can break through like it did back here in October, and then comes back down, I want to see if it could hold over top of this to start making some stronger high and lows coming off of this base. So that's where that $1.40 mark starts to become pretty important to me, is on the retrace side of things, should it close above it. Further up the road, definitely going to be a little bit more around $1.60, but I'd look for that $1.80 mark to represent a pretty significant area of resistance. Stock price got close to that in October. It was definitely a resistance area back in August, and I'd say it's going to be a pretty formidable area of resistance should the stock make a much stronger move upward. Volume's been pretty light in this. You can see virtually some no volume days. But it was that rise in volume yesterday that brought my attention to this chart to see if that's a hint for a stronger move to come. Interesting chart though, and one we're going to be keeping an eye on going forward to see how it performs. As always, it's merely my interpretation of the UNTK chart. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.